Hey guys, also welcome to another video of mine. It's Kai Havertz, and this is another Chelsea transfer ready video for you guys. We'll discuss three main stories, three main reports. First of all, one regarding Kai Havertz, a German sensation from the Bundesliga, Reece Martin, regarding him, and of course the links, publications, what the Marzio had to say. And I'm going to give you guys my thoughts, opinions on Reece Martin. And finally, going to be discussing the final player, that is of course Declan Rice, and of course many of us don't want him, but going to be getting into publication reports, keeping you guys up to date with all the latest Chelsea news. Now, before I get into it, I do apologise, I haven't uploaded about a week. I have been ill, I've been nurturing an ear infection. I haven't had COVID-19, don't worry, I've had an ear infection, been nurturing it, still trying to recover from it as well, so hence why the lack of uploads, but I am back now, so that is good news. But if you're new around here, make sure you subscribe, hit the like button, and comment down below your thoughts on each story that I do speak about. But without further ado, let's get straight into it. Now, starting off with Kai Havertz, the main story that most of us want to hear, and it was reported yesterday and written by Simon Johnson, who does write for The Athletic. Now, Simon Johnson is quite a reliable journalist who does have connections within Chelsea, so this is quite interesting and reliable news. Now, at this moment in time, it is just interesting. Now, The Athletic are reporting that Chelsea are interested in signing the Bayer Leverkusen attacker midfielder Kai Havertz, as per The Athletic. At the moment, it's just interesting. Now, this was in context to the Coutinho links. Now, I've mentioned countless times on my channel that Coutinho is unlikely. It's his agent offering his client Coutinho to major clubs because, of course, Bayern Munich won't be signing him permanently. Barcelona want to raise funds to sign Lautaro Martinez, so they want to sell Philippe Coutinho. And there were so many reports by publications such as Sports saying Chelsea were closing in on it. Now, I know for a fact, my source told me from what I was reading, we were never that interested in Coutinho, and we're still not that interested. He's not the priority, he's low down the priority, and there's so many other midfielders and players that we are prioritising at this moment in time. It was always his agent that was pushing for the move, that was always offering to us. The only two clubs that were really interested for him was Leicester City and Everton, and that is still the case at the moment. And the reason why Kai Havertz comes into the conversation is because it was in relation and the context towards Philippe Coutinho. Now, with Kai Havertz, Chelsea are more likely to sign Kai Havertz compared to Philippe Coutinho. Now, this doesn't mean we're signing Kai Havertz, the interest is there. Now, I knew we've had long-term interest in Kai Havertz. He's a German generational talent, an absolute sensation, 20 years of age, coming out of Germany. He's going to be a superstar, but like I keep stressing, this was massive interest in some. Of course, we were a transfer ban that we couldn't sign him. But the reason why I think this is unlikely is there are many reasons and possibilities. And number one, he's an attacking midfielder. He can play in the number 8 position, he can play in the number 10 position, and he can also play anywhere across that front three, making him so versatile and making him such a top player. However, midfield is one of our lowest priorities in the summer transfer window, and that is the case. We have so many top midfielders, and that's one of the areas that we don't need to upgrade or sign any players at this moment in time. Now, his predominant position is on the right hand side, where he can kite on his preferred strong left foot. Now, Kai Havertz is left footed, he can kite on his left foot on that right hand side. Now, what this is indicating to me is if we do sign Kai Havertz, then that is completely ruling out a move for Jadon Sancho 100%, because there's many reasons for this. Number one, his price tag is going to be close to around £100 million. Number two, there's no way we're going to sign Kai Havertz and Jadon Sancho, who play similarly in that position. And number three, we've just signed Hakim Ziyech, which a lot of people are forgetting. Now, Hakim Ziyech can also play in number 10 position. He's a creator, he's a playmaker, he's a distributor, he's a long shot specialist, but he can also play on the right hand side, where he can again cut in on his preferred left foot, exactly like Kai Havertz. So if you're signing Kai Havertz, who is stylistically similar to Ziyech, there's no point. It doesn't make any logical sense. We did have interest in the summer, but this move is highly unlikely. Now, do I want him and do I think we'll sign him is a completely different matter. Do I think we'll sign him? No. Do I want him? Yes, of course. He's a German superstar. He's a wonder kid. If you look at statistics, let's go over statistics quickly, give you guys a brief understanding of his style of play. 22 appearances in the Bundesliga, 6 goals, 5 assists, only 3 yellow cards, 0 straight red cards, so he has that discipline. Only 12 fouls committed, 13 crosses from open play. Doesn't take regularly penalties, but 37% of his duels won, 41% of his duels won, which that is quite a high percentage considering he's a number 10 playmaker. Now, he's your modern style, high press resistance type of midfielder. Now he can play in a number 10 position. Because of these high defensive work rate stats, it shows you that he is adapted and equipped to play in a number 8 position where he has to press, he has his defensive duties, and he's very similar stylistically to a Mason Mount, because of course he's so technically gifted, but also he has a defensive work rate which definitely would be admired, and it does suit our style of play. Kai Havertz does suit our style of play, but this is the point I want to keep reiterating. We've just signed Hakim Ziyech, and we do have a lot of players at midfield position, and we are stacked in that department. Hence why I do see this move as being unlikely. But leave me your thoughts, opinions in the comment section below. Do you think we're going to sign Kai Havertz, or do you think that there's other positions that we need to strengthen and that we should avoid signing Kai Havertz? Leave me your thoughts, opinions in the comment section below. Now, getting into the second player that does regard Reece Martin from Napoli, of course. Now, the player that we were heavily interested in signing in the transfer window, unfortunately never materialised due to many contextual reasons. One of them, he was going to be Napoli's top record goal scorer. He's been there in Napoli for quite some time now, so he is going to cement his legendary status, and they were mid-season. It's hard to lure top players away mid-season. Now, this came out yesterday or 2 days ago. Now, it was broken by Gianluca Di Marzio, a very reliable Italian journalist, and he stated that Chelsea is still pursuing Reece Martin. There have been direct contacts between Frank Lampard and Reece Martin, and we know that Frank Lampard is a massive admirer of Reece Martin, and Reece Martin I've mentioned countless times on his channel. Very versatile, can play anywhere across that front three, and definitely gives us that experience, provides that experience to a team that has a lot of inexperience. You have a lot of top quality youngsters, but we haven't got enough experience, and Reece Martin is a top quality player, keeps himself fit, brings that experience, ready for a new challenge as well. And of course, he's very versatile, can play anywhere across the front three. Great operation, quick, agile, fantastic shooting ability, amazing passing range, quick, agile, can operate in between lines and those half spaces. A very niche, very nice type player, very technical as well, has a lot of technical ability that would add a lot to the squad if we did sign him. And the other bonus for this, if we did sign Reece Martin, he would be a free agent. His contract is expiring in this summer window, so he would be a free agent, and we'd only have to, sign him up on wages, which would be a massive bonus, because of course, with COVID-19 affecting us financially, it would be very good to sign him financially, being a free agent or top quality player that brings a lot of experience, that suits our style of play, a player that Frank Lampard admires, and it wouldn't affect us potentially signing other positions because he essentially would be free because he is a free agent. So it wouldn't impact us signing potentially Jadon Sancho or any other positions that we do need to fix, etc. So for me, he's bringing so much quality. He's a top quality player, and for a Pedro replacement or Willian replacement, he's amazing. He's absolutely amazing, and of course can play up top. But leave me your thoughts, opinions in the comment section below. Do you think that Reece Martin would be amazing for Chelsea? Would you like to see him in a Chelsea shirt? Or do you think that he's too old? He's 33 years of age now. He's getting on. We should be looking elsewhere. That we should be signing other types of players. Leave me your thoughts, opinions in the comment section below. But getting into the final player does regard Declan Rice. Now, it was broken this morning by Matt Law, who does write for the Telegraph. Again, another reliable Chelsea journalist. And he basically said that West Ham are braced for battle to keep hold of Declan Rice, with the club preparing a squad overhaul the likes of Chelsea, and Manchester United can look to suit for the 21-year-old midfielder. Now, some contextual information, I was told a while back that we do have some interest in Declan Rice, and that he is a player that we are interested in. Of course, he used to play for Chelsea's academy, and we did release him in the end because he wasn't deemed good enough, and I still believe that is the case. Now, Frank Lampard does like the player, but the main question here is, I had the same problem with Kai Havertz, is before I get my thoughts on Declan Rice as a footballer, we don't need midfielder at this moment in time. I don't think we'll be signing a midfielder unless Jorginho or N'Golo Kante leaves. We won't be signing a midfielder, and the club wants to keep both Jorginho and N'Golo Kante, as does Frank Lampard as well. Regarding Declan Rice, is he a good player? Yes, I'm not disputing that. He's a very good player. He's shown it at West Ham. He's had some top performances. However, does he upgrade Chelsea's first team? And that your answer to that question is 100% no. Is he better than Jorginho? He is miles off Jorginho. He hasn't got enough technical ability. He hasn't got enough awareness. His footballing IQ is not up there when it comes to ball progression. His ball progression is atrocious. I've seen him in countless games. If you remember when Hazard scored that won the goal, Ruben Loftus-Cheek that evening tore apart Declan Rice. He had no awareness. He didn't have that footballing IQ or that idea to. He didn't have enough ball progression, and of course that is going to develop. He's only 21 years of age, but as a football player, he's not developed enough. I don't think he is good enough for Chelsea. I don't think that he would upgrade our first team whatsoever. So for me, it would be a massive no. And for me, Jorginho is 10 times better compared to Declan Rice. And I think that for the price they're talking about of £70 million, audacious, ridiculous price tag, and a price tag that we should be avoiding at all costs. And there's other positions that we do need to strengthen. But the interest is there. We're just interested if a midfielder does leave. So don't panic if you don't want Declan Rice. I certainly don't want Declan Rice. But leave me your thoughts and opinions in the comment section below. Would you take Declan Rice to Chelsea? If not, again, leave me your reasons as to why you wouldn't. And smash the like button if you did enjoy this video for YouTube. Subscribe to my channel if you're not here. Make sure to notification for every time I do upload. And I'll see you guys for my next video. Peace.